Jay Calderon of Fight Hook News here with the legendary Nonito Donaire. How you doing, champ?
Great, brother. Great, man. I'm having a good time always. You know, I'm grateful for this opportunity to call for MVP and them having an amazing fight.
Now, the main event was a great main event with Antonio Vargas. He had to, come over adversity, but it was a great main event. What do you thought about the fight?
Well, that's just it, man. He showed up. You know, he went down hard. But the heart that he overcame those trials and then he showed up and made it his way, you know. So, but the fight in itself, Guerrero was moving around, got dropped, showed a lot of heart as well. But both guys were just tremendous in wanting to win the fight. But the fight in itself was amazing.
Now I want to talk about the top 5 pound for pound best fighter in the world, Jesse Bam Rodriguez. I know you got a long history with him. He's elected to stay at 115 pounds. He's waiting for the winner of Fernando Puma Martinez versus Ioka. That's going to be coming up in 2 weeks. What do you think about that fight and the winner facing Bam?
Bam, I mean, the fight itself is the second fight that they fought, I think, right?
Ioka and Puma.
Yeah, and Puma won that, and I think he's going to do the same thing. But when it comes down to Bam, Bam is on a different level. He, in terms of skills, in terms of smarts, in terms of just overall, Bam has everything over Puma. But Puma has his aggressiveness. He don't let you think. So if he can overcome Bam's style, then he can push that threshold and give it towards him where Bam can't do his stuff. But then knowing Bam, he has great angles. He'll use his jab. He's very smart. So I think it's gonna be a good fight.
I would like to see Bam move up to 118 pounds to face Nakatani. Nakatani is one of the best pound for pound fighters in the world as well. That's a great matchup between 2 pound for pound fighters. What do you think about that fight against Bam?
I mean, right now, Bam is Bam. Take his time. He's still young, and whatever happens then, if he's done and taking over the division, go up in the weight. But yeah, that's still a really good fight.
A lot of people are wanting him to move up to face the monster. That's more of a fantasy fight, not a reality fight. But you've been in the ring with the monster twice. You know him. What do you think about that fight between Bam, if it does happen?
I mean, I can't really tell, because Bam has to see himself in 118 and see how he fares with his power. It'll be different if he can't bring his power up, then that's a different story. But that's something that we have to, in terms of stylistically, Bam has a big chance that they were the same weight.
Now, if Bam moves up to 118, does that motivate you to push for a fight against Bam Rodriguez?
I don't know. Bam and Robert, they're all my homies and they're family to me, So for me, I never will call that out, because this is how I am, I mean, I've always been good with Robert. Robert's always been good with me. Bam, he's a tremendous fighter. I'm just looking for the guys like Chocolatito and Estrada and all of that stuff. So the old guys.
Now, coming up in 2025, there's a lot of big fights coming. Which one is the most that you're looking forward to?
Man, the Beterbiev, Bivol 2. That was a tremendous fight. The first one, the second one is gonna be another.
Who you had winning that fight?
I don't know, man. I don't know. A lot. It's like this.
The first fight. Who did you have winning the first fight?
I didn't mind either one of them winning. I didn't mind either if it's a draw. Some people say Bivol won the fight. Some people said Beterbiev has it still. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of that question, and that's why we are getting the second one.
One more before I let you go. A lot of talk about Terence Crawford possibly fighting Canelo Alvarez in May. What do you think about that matchup? It's a big jump for him. He's best fighter in the world, but Canelo's Canelo, and the weight is the weight.
It's a huge jump. We know that Terence is a very athletic guy, very skillful, and he's will to win. and he's gonna box and all of that stuff. What I think about it, it's a great fight for boxing, but I think, you know, his skills, that's something that he has to show forth, and I think he should fight another one at 154 or 160 before he jumps up there.
Appreciate your
All right,
time,
brother.
champ.